Hello, I want to stream. This is Father Jack, and tonight we're back on Microsoft Flight Sim. I haven't done this for a long time. I just know there's an update for the first officer next software I use. So I thought, right, let's just do another little test flight. So anything could go wrong. No, my luck, it probably will. Let's just switch this on for now. You didn't put the flight plan in. So let's get this started.
Good evening, Captain.
Evening. Get to work, young man, get to work. So I just sit here. There he is, turning the power on. Oh, screens are starting to come on. It may side a bit. So here we are in a nice sunny Amsterdam, Schiphol Airport. I've got the AI turned on, but doesn't seem to be many AI, does there? In fact, there's hardly any going on. End of the world. Anyway. So now go through some system tests and all that sort of malarkey. No, we're not, love. It's hold fire. Just hold fire. Get the plane set up first, you lady. So it's just checking oxygens and PSIs and all that sort of stuff. I should switch that pretty fully on. So now it's just putting stuff in. All this information in for me. Put the flight number in, 9273, which it is. Where's my thingamajig? Oh man, better. Wondered where that had gone. Press the wrong button, didn't you, stupid man? Let's put the fuel in. Must remember this number here. If there's a point, I need to bring that up as well, don't I? I don't, let's get off the senior sheet. 28.4.
Heading out for my checks.
You go and do that, then you man, you go do that. So, 632. EHAM runway 24 if I remember right. Was it 632? What was the other one? Oh, I can't remember now. Config fuel 28.4. Two, 8, 4. Apply that. Calculate that. I need these numbers to put into my yes, flaps 1, flex temperature 69, 69, there it is, 28.4, V1 speed 138, 140. So that's that bit done. So you take that information later. Right, I need to do my bits here now. 24 Valkyrie, I think, if I remember right. On there. Insert that. It's 9 left. That one there via login 2H. Or logger 2H, whatever it is.
Yes, we're all set up here.
No, to get your freaking passengers on board. Just checking the flight plan. It's all hunky dory. So that's my job done now. It's we'll hopefully see people walking down the gantry. Might not. That's changed.
Boarding requested.
There we go. So that should be back door opening and the cargo opening. That's changed. So the cargo trucks will come round in a minute.
Do you want to board crew?
No, already here.
Passengers boarding starting.
We'll see if we get up then. Let's book it up as well. That's strange. You should drive up to here and load the cargo. Put that on the way back. There's cargo on board. There we go. Those are just drive-through stuff. That's getting loaded, and we should see passengers coming down the gantry, which is all hunky-dory. Add me charts. Destination. EGLL. Heathrow. Approach. Go. I'll do that. So now we just sit back and wait, folks. Yeah, that's all we can do now. Sit back and wait. Constraints, so I can see them on the screens. We could check. Oh. Check that. So if we step through this. Yep, that looks hunky-dory to me. Oh no, what are you doing? Just do it the way you want to go. Thank you. So now we're just waiting for the passengers and the bags and all that sort of stuff to be loaded. You know, when I do something, I always forget to do this bit. Squawk dummy code in. Lock the doors. That's it. So he's got 60 seconds for him to do finish his walk around. And then you come back in and finish his bits on here. Yeah, welcome aboard. Yeah, last flight. Just checking something, chaps. Why does it say altitude -2 feet? Oh, that's right. Ah, really is wrong.
Walk around completed.
Good for you, son. Good for you, man. So here, program his bits in here now. Put radios in and the winds and all that malarkey. That's bad well up. So now put the speeds in. The flex temperature in, so it should be 138, 140, 141. I'll have to do a flight with me doing all this. Passengers on board so far, 82. So he's checking the flight plan. So that's the pre-flight floor completed. So let's do the pre-flight checklist.
Ready for the departure briefing?
Yes.
It will be a left seat takeoff from Echo, Hotel, Alpha, Mike, 2, Echo, Golf, Lima, Lima. Taxi route is per ATC instruction. We'll be departing on runway 24, climbing via the departure procedures to an initial altitude of 24,000 feet. Standard reject and emergency procedures apply. Any questions?
Nope.
Pre-flight checklist. Cockpit preparation.
Completed.
Passenger signs.
On.
Aiders.
Set.
Fuel. 6038 kilograms.
Check.
FMGS.
Set.
Altimeters.
Set.
Checklist complete.
There we go. Fully completed. Ground services. Oh, can't change. Get them away I can. The APU's not started yet. Waiting for the last 43 people to get on board. Chooses the stragglers that have been in the bar, like I used to. Don't know why it opens up this when it's not getting used. Okay, oh. Hundred and 14 on. Before start floor. So starting the APU here. That'll take a while, 60 odd seconds to generate. And the APU is where that hole is. Basically a little engine. You can hear it starting up. And you can see the vapour coming out. So once all that's started, you'll do all the fuel pumps and all that malarkey. And that'll be good to go once all the passengers are on board. Go, APU established. these. Let's turn the fuel pumps off, on I should say, set an external lights, and that's it done.
Dear passengers, this is to inform you that the aircraft door is closed.
Not yet,
Will be
it's
ready
not.
for departure. In order for us to push back, we would require that
I
all
must have done a wee bit
passengers
too
are seated
early.
with their seatbelts fastened and seats in the
There's
upright
still
position.
7 people left.
All carry-on
6
luggage
people.
should now be either in the overhead compartments
I
or
did
in
that
the
bit
seats in front
early.
of you.
My
The
bad.
crew will be passing to make their final safety checks before departure. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to get on. Last 2 drunken ones. Last 3. Two more to go. We are the one more. There we go. 4-star check it. So there's the door getting closed. And he'll bugger off. So, 4-star checklist.
Before start checklist. Doors.
Closed.
Closed.
Beacon light.
On.
Parking brake.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Which prepare for push back. And there's a little wifey down there.
Hello, Captain. We
Hello.
are ready for pushback.
So am I. And get this show on the road. And you turned your thingamajig on. Oh,
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
good. Tell you what, it's really humid where I am in the UK. About 4 o'clock this afternoon. Wow. We went outside, it was just like a dense heat. Well, what's so much the heat? It was just so in your face, humidity. Horrible.
Locking gear.
Good. Well, that's set. That's just the kit off to worry about now. Nose right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
There's engine 2 off. Then start to spin round. Faster and faster. And we'll start off engine 1. Let's start to spin up. Set the flaps to 1. And go down with them.
All engines stable.
Please set parking brakes.
Brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Wait for this to get disconnected. Do that to start flows. They would stop the APUs and all that sort of stuff. External lights on. Take your time. Taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist. Flight control.
Check.
Trim.
Check.
Briefing.
Completed.
Flaps.
Tow track disconnected.
FMA takeoff
Bypass
gas.
pin removed.
Check.
Transponder.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Ooh. I still haven't getting used to my foot pedals though. Was that us done? We move now. We'll find out. Nope, not yet. Come on, missus. Bottom plate's not been set on its mouth here. Now I can release them. Right. Bit of power. And on my way. Nice to be a proclaimer sound. I'm on my way. Can't remember. So we'll turn a lefty up here. What was these pedals? Dead sensitive. Oh, I'm going to be thinking, no, I'm not worried. I mean, it's pretty, so sudden sensitive, these pedals. More power. Turn the lefty, turn the right one here. Then we'll do the before to checklist. Put on the brakes there, Jack. It's dead. Put brakes on. Auto checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Engine mode selector.
Set.
Packs.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Checklist complete.
Right. Canvas remain takeoff. I must remember to keep it about 5%, 5-degree takeoff. I always mess that up. Go for it. Try to keep the center line, Jack. Which I'm not doing very well, as usual.
100 knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Let's get straight a bit.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
It's behind the attack.
400 feet.
That'll be about right. Whoop, wrong button in them nuts.
Acceleration altitude.
Autopilot.
Autopilot off. Flaps up.
Wow. That's the first flight I've done for a long time where it hasn't stalled and gone nuts on us. After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up no lights.
Spoilers.
Off.
Checklist complete.
Oh.
Transition altitude.
Check.
Transition altitude.
Check.
That's it. We are on our way now, folks. So, oh. Flying out of Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Just check, make sure that thing's working. Yep. I'll be chuffed with that, apart from the line on the bloody runway. That wasn't a bad takeoff for me, actually. He says. Be hitting the North Sea. Well, there's the end of there's the North Sea in front of us.
Passing 10,000 feet.
So it's a line lights off, but she has. That's all hunky dory. Lovely summer's evening. So there's not a lot I can do really now. Fly, I suppose. This is it. So, what do we talk about now, folks, eh? Too steep path ahead. Alright. What have I meant? Oh, that's so freaking hunky dory to me. Well, I've got to start the clock, as usual. Bit late now, but let's get it on. I want to just check my A cards because I fly with the airlines, and that's all hunky dory. So this is me on Delta. I'm right using the right A cards, and I don't know, but if I'm not, I'm sure they'll quite tell me. What do you mean invalid? There you go. So let's fill us in now while I'm here. Well, that's a decision height. Anyway, left, diameter 27 degrees, 1030, 10, 13. It's always nice to be prepared. What's the winds? 130.09. 130/09. One 30/09. Better. Moments. So we are 8 yard miles or so from the top of descent. So not long to go. So on my world tour leg, which I've never finished yet, I believe we're in Japan. So we're going to fly across to China. So that's going to probably take a 4-hour flight. So I might record that one or stream, I don't know. And then from China, probably try and get to the States. But I don't know if the A320 will get us that far. But we'll have to check. We will check on that one. I like the dirt on the windows, especially when the sun's shining on them. So in August, I'm doing my first flight for, God, when was the last time I've flown? 14.
Man, just climb on.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You're free to move about the cabin, but when seated, please keep your seatbelts fastened as turbulence is unpredictable.
God, when was 2006 or 7 last time I've flown? So it's been a long time, so I hate flying in real life. I really test flying. But my daughter's getting married and I have to go to the wedding apparently. So we have to fly there. There we go. Put these on. Oh. That's us done. I'm going to go and grab a quick coffee. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, folks. Bloody police helicopters flying above my house. I wonder what that's for. So we've got 30 odd miles to the top descent. Quick check round, everything looks all hunky-dory. $26. Yeah, about 25 mile actually top descent. Why people are fixated about this view, like they've been viewing? I think people would be more interested in seeing the cockpit, but obviously not. Back up. So we have to be at 2,500, pick up the glide slope, and then go runway 9 left. There's the top descent marker. Cruise at 24,000. Slight headwind left to right-ish. Not to worry about. God, I'm sweating like a pig. It's still dead humid. Ridiculous. No frame drops. $60 frames a sec, that's all hunky-dory for me. Seems people are fascinated with the landing rate as well. But a friend of mine's a real-life pilot, and he says in the real world they're not interested in landing rates. He says they're only interested in. I missed that, didn't I? Been talking to you about jabber. So once the top descent hits the plane, I'll start bringing it down.
Approaching top of descent.
Yes, we are. There we
And climb
go.
on.
So plane should start coming down, which it is. So the first constraint will have to be at 16,000. Yes, oh, it's so itchy. There's the English course there. Descent checklist.
Ready for the approach briefing? Okay, we're expecting the ILS approach for runway 09 Lima. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. We'll use manual braking. We can expect to park at gate 7. In case of go around, we'll climb per ATC instructions on the runway heading. Any questions?
Yeah, but I think we'll choose medium brakes.
Descent checklist. Decision height.
Set.
Engine mode selector.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Put pretty more drag on. So he's filling his bits in for the go around and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely. Is that more drag finished? Yep. There you go. There's the drag.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. In a moment, we will be coming through the cabin to collect your trash.
I hate it when you see it's trash. Better off just saying rubbish, sweetheart. So that's just done, really.
Dear passengers, as you can see, we have already started descent. Please fasten your seatbelts, return your seats to their upright positions, and store your luggage either in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. The cabin crew will be passing by to clean the cabin and perform their final safety checks.
But do as the woman says, get your asses back in the seats, fasten the belts. Well, no grief. It's a bit wobbly. I did throw that stuff in, didn't I? Yeah. There's the entrance, River Thames estuary. It goes the Thames along here. That's all I know about London. So tomorrow night I usually do me Saturday night farm, but I don't think Fusion Distress can make it tomorrow. So there's another streamer called Stu Obsessions. He's doing a crazy golf game type thing tomorrow night. So I don't know whether to join that. Play some crazy golf there. Why does that keep switching itself off? So
Dear
don't.
passengers, we have reached an altitude that requires all electronic devices to be switched off, including video cams, laptops, CD and cassette players. Please make sure all of these devices are switched off.
That clock's wrong. 5 minutes. I think we've been flying for longer than 5 minutes, maybe, boy. Thing off. So once we hit 10,000, here shall turn on the landing lights and such stuff. I might not stream tomorrow night. I might have the night off and just play some dark crazy golf.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Always put the lights knock it out. So my real life pilot friend, I've always questioned him about when to put the approach button on. And he says they usually do it between 5,000 and 6,000 feet. So alright, it's we'll do it. That's what I usually do anyway, but yeah, it looks all hunky-dory. Move to you'd be down to 220 knots by alarm. There we go, we're starting to slow down. There we go. If we get very much. A while to go yet. So the airport will be where that way somewhere, I think. So yeah, it's been an uneventful flight. I know I don't use fat sim. Tried it, didn't like it. Controllers talk way too fast. And they get a bit pissy with you doing freaking exactly what I know it's what they do, but See what location that is. That's a London wheel, if I remember right, by the looks of it. That's St. Paul's. London Eye, where it's freaking called. Is it? Well, I don't know. That could be Battersea Power Station, I don't know. Anyway, enough of the sightseeing tour. I used to work round the corner from St. Paul's many years ago. Oh, there's the London Eye there. I don't know what that thing was. Anyway. So I'm starting to come into sunset-ish. It's not that bits, not that I need them. Yes, the airports were there, so like, well, that way somewhere. Oh, I'm sweating like a pig.
Dear passengers, as a safety regulation, the cabin lights will be dimmed for landing.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Cabin.
Notify.
Go round altitude.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Checklist complete.
You should be able to see the airport. In that direction somewhere. What's that there? That's the airport. That's runway we're going to be landing on. Or is it this one? It's this one. So there's Heathrow. Must be awful living next to the airport Heathrow. Oh, the noise must be unbearable. Well, our tube patch. So let's turn on the approach hold button.
Approach hold on.
So we just need to pick up the localizer, then a glide slope, and we'll be all set to go. Fingers crossed. Coming in, landing in. Just along here, hopefully. That's the plan. What time is it? 9 o'clock. Yep, so there's the airport there. Oops, it was me. Sweat. We'll put the flaps down soon. I'm going to start turning left. Put the flaps down, I think. Just about here. And then landing gear just about here. Um, ten 13. 1013 or like 1018. 1013. It used to do this. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1. Flaps 2.
Here we go, folks. Hold on to your hats.
Flaps 3. Flaps full.
Yeah, down in a minute. There's the flaps fully down. Both sides. Maybe I put them down too early. Hey ho. So just need this to change to green and the glide slope to change to green. We should be all hunky dory. That's what your car's doing. This is the only bit of flying I like. Is the taking off bit I like. The landing bit I like. The bit in the middle I freaking in real life I hate. But daughter says I have to be at their wedding. Suppose I better turn up there. So where's the runway? There's the runway just there. So once we turn right, I get the gear down. There we go. Let's get this gear down.
Gear down.
So pick up the localizer and the glide slope to turn green. That's it really, folks. Runways straight in front of her. I don't think the amount of times I've flew in and out of Heathrow and working in Europe and working in London. Jesus. You say I'm missing something, I don't know what. Something missing. I'm not doing something right. The pedals. You know, there's something gnawing at the back of your brain. I don't know. Soon find out when my land for crash and burn. It just feels like there's something missing. But anyway.
Autopilot off.
Is that it? I think that was it. But we'll see.
Above.
So 200 foot above the deck.
Minimums.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel.
Dear passengers, welcome to our destination airport. Please remain seated until all docking procedures are performed and cabin lights are switched on. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us. We hope you enjoyed your flight today and hope to see you soon.
Turn off the next. That was a bit of a bad landing for me in terms of not rolling it out. Oh. All right, calm down. No need for that. I'm not taking it to a stand. I'm just going to park it up here. Get my cars down. That'll be us done. Down here. The palm brakes on. Where's my cars? This one. Oh, engines must be vehicle. Engines off. There we go. Trying to see, because people are pretty interested in the pretty landing rate. Taxi out, take off, blah blah blah. Wow, landing rate of 240. Well, I usually average about average about 300 and odd, so it wasn't that bad. So okay folks, that's us done. Landed sunny Heathrow. I don't know why that's turned itself on, but hey ho. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm doing. I shall see you later. Bye.